Okay, you ready? Clap it out. Clap it out. I'm going to start the intro.
3,
Clap.
2, 1.
Welcome to the most frantic episode of Gigi's by far. I am actually having a mental breakdown as we start this episode. I'm in such a bad place mentally. Like, I just screamed at Kat to just start the episode. Like, I don't want to.
I'm crying.
Yeah, no, I'm just about ready to freak out on this podcast. What is episode 5? What are we? Episode 5?
Episode 5, podcast number 3.
Podcast number 2.
3.
3. Yeah, see, I'm so on my game today. Thank you so much. All right, well, that was a great episode. Thanks so much, guys. It's about all I can handle for this week.
See you next week.
See you next week. Right? That's a good episode for this week.
What's hot? Oz's temper tantrum.
I'm freaking out. I just don't think it helps that I spent the whole weekend like out, and now like I just spent 9 hours at a desk doing work, only to be getting on a mic and speaking my mind. I don't think that this is healthy for me at all. But that's what makes the best content. So.
That's just New York City, baby. Everybody's doing it.
I'm gonna die. It's whatever. All right, let's get right into it. Do you want to?
Why don't we do the rose and thorn of your week?
Oh God. Rose of my week. Yeah, there we go. My voice can't even handle this. My rose of the week. I hate this. My rose of the week was finding this spot called La Burger in East Village. And it's like a little spot. It's really new. And me and my friend were just like, let's just blow this place up. Like, not like with a bomb. Like, I mean, let's blow this place up. Like, let's put it on the map.
You have to clarify because no one knows with your mood right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, yes, exactly.
Okay,
I could detonate.
A thorn?
Got so many. My whole life is a thorn right now. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
I feel like right now, instead of find a needle in a haystack, you're like, find a rose in a thorn stack.
What I learned this week is that I can't handle girls. I can't handle, like, as a gender, I can't handle women.
Okay.
That kind of sounds like I like men. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I can't handle. I'm not tough enough. So, that's what I learned this week. So I guess my thorn is,
women.
My whole life. And then my bud, I'm just going to keep living this life.
What is your bud?
I don't know if I have a bud. It's rose, thorn, and bud, right?
What's a bud?
It's like what you're looking forward to. It's like blossoming. Whatever, Kat.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just rose and thorn and woman.
No.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I don't really want to go into. I don't really have a bud right now. The thing is, I'm fine. I'm stressed out. Like,
you're that meme of the dog in the house with the fire, and the house is just burning down behind him. I guess fine. Everything's fine.
Yes, I'll speak on it on a very general level. You go from being like totally single and like not worrying about anybody else besides yourself, and then you meet like you'll meet someone, and then you'll be like, oh, like now the thoughts of another person are starting to creep in. And it's terrifying, and I'm scared, Kat. I'm scared.
That's totally valid, though.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm a child in a man's body, not a boy body.
I was listening to Cheating on Us. I was listening to another podcast this week.
What is that about?
I know. Who am I?
I just listened to us on repeat.
It was for research purposes, though.
Yeah, whatever.
And it was Jay Shetty, and he basically was talking about the science of when you meet somebody, like, you find a quality that you like, and then by association, you, like, tell yourself that they have another good quality that, like, they might not actually have it all, but, like, you just convince yourself that they have. And I want you to, like, pay attention to that when you're, like, starting to meet people and see how you feel. Because it's, like, specific to, like, romantic relationships. So, just pay attention to that.
No, I'm not going to. Thank you, though.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. That's good advice, Kat. That's really good advice. I feel like I should take advice from you since, like, you have had, like, a long-term relationship. and I am a lost child who makes, enough money to be called an adult. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And you know what? This really does perfectly sum it up. I didn't shave my face for this podcast. I just didn't think about it.
Another girl comes into your life and you stop thinking about me.
Yes, you're out of here. God, and the thing is, let's hope. I wonder if she'll hear this, but whatever. It's not just one woman. No, I'm kidding. There's 10.
I counted 12 last time.
Yeah. Well, 2 of them were they came to their senses, and they were like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" I think just as an altogether experience, and then we'll move into the real segment. So I'm sure the people that are listening right now are like, just get into the stuff that matters.
No, they're definitely relating.
Yeah, well, whatever. Or maybe. But what I'm realizing is that, because again, I don't want to talk in one specific girl because, I don't know. But
take your time.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do you're gonna have to cut out all these.
It's fine. I'd rather you take your time and formulate your thoughts and express.
I'd rather just ramble and then you have to clip it. It's terrible to clip.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to make your life hard. No, a pretty girl will come and talk to me or hang out with me, and I think the whole time in my mind I'm just like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Why are you talking to me? And that's not a self-confidence thing. It's I know that you shouldn't be here talking to me. It's I can tell from this, short conversation that you're a put together good person.
Thank you.
I'm not saying you, Kat.
Oh.
You think I was talking to you?
Well, no, Jesus. Just that little part where you said this conversation.
I'm building a scenario.
Because I'm really trying to let you vent to me and help you.
I'm saying I'm building a scenario. I'm saying
fuck you, Kat.
A girl let's say that this hypothetical girl, whatever, the whole time I'll just be like, why what's going on here, and then I'm almost reverse engineering and being
no, then you're oh, she thinks I'm rich.
She knows I'm not rich. When she's like, "Hey, can you buy me a drink?" and I'm like, "No, actually, can you buy me a drink?" I think it becomes pretty clear. All right, let's move on. I am that's just a forewarning, especially the people that are listening to this all the way through. This is going to be a weird episode full of just me being incredibly frantic. So get comfortable with that.
No, it's okay. It's a good switch off because I think next week I'm going to be completely unstable and depressed. So.
Well, you were unstable 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, again.
Huh?
When you lost your earring, I mean, you were unstable then.
Right,
so.
Yeah. It's life's in waves. It's roller coasters.
I'm actually fine. My life's pretty good. I kind of have just turned myself all completely around and I'm feeling good now.
Okay, give us a bud then. And we'll come back to it.
No bud. There isn't one. There's still not a bud. All right, let's get into it. I mean, if you want to talk about Bahamas, you can. If you want to explain to them why they didn't get an episode last week. I'm kidding. I can't say shit like that because I don't do anything. But explain to them why it's your fault.
It is my fault, but it is also half not my fault because I did go
totally
to the Bahamas.
My fault.
And we pre-recorded so that we could have an epi out, but the island I was on was so small, it lost Wi-Fi entirely for 2.5 days, and those were the 2.5 days leading up to when the episode should be released, and then I had 1 day left on the island, and I was like, I'm not going to spend the last day editing. So we have the rest of the year to have episodes here on time. So
I like that we didn't put out an episode, because people were like, where is it?
Yeah.
They're we're too spontaneous almost at this point.
Maybe you guys need to earn your episodes, If we don't get enough comments on our videos throughout the week, I'm just going to hold the episode hostage.
Yes, that's a good idea. Because they asked us to do this. We're not asking them to listen.
Right, exactly. We're not asking them to comment, subscribe, and send TikTok live gifts to Oz so we can buy him a new camera.
No, I literally won't be able to pay rent if these TikTok lives don't start to kick up. All right, let's just move right into it. Let's
Okay.
talk about what's hot because we've had a big week.
It has been a big week. This Tarte trip that's going on is absolutely insane.
You
It
gotta
has
tell
to
me-
be.
You got to tell me what that is, Kat.
Has it come a little bit on your For You page? Like the investigations? Come on.
No, I haven't seen one thing about
It's just it's an influencer makeup guru, just a typical beauty brand trip that happened last week, and just the budget for it is absolutely insane. Like flying first class on Emirates to Dubai with a +1. The villas that they're in are absolutely insane. And it's just like everyone's just like Tarte doesn't make that much money. Like Tarte isn't like an Under Armour or a Nike. Tarte is like a I can't think of a, but it's like a smaller, not smaller. I don't know. Tarte's just not that popular of a makeup company. Everyone's like, where the hell did this money come from?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, and people are just pissed about it, or they're just confused.
I think it's like confused.
I think people should give Tarte a chance.
I think Tarte is the best brand in the world.
Oh God, you cut
love
this.
them so much. My whole face today. If you think it looks good, it's Tarte. If you think it looks bad, it wasn't. I have sent Oz a bunch of my favorite Tarte products for him to wear next week.
Yeah.
I eat, sleep, and breathe Tarte Cosmetics, and
Yes.
I have no plans for the next 2 years of my life.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just putting it out there in case they have any more brand trips.
Oh,
okay.
oh, I thought you were just saying like, yeah, I got nothing going on. I was like, that's really
So how
fucking
about
weird.
this? How about this? Me goes to the Bahamas one time, leaves Boston, Massachusetts one time. Kim Kardashian comes to Boston one time.
She was in Boston?
She was at Harvard University.
Why? Why would they ever let Kim K go to Harvard?
Apparently, this is what confuses me. Apparently, one of their classes was studying Skims, one of their business classes. But I'm confused by it because, like, right now, semesters just aren't really going on. It's like syllabus week at school. So I'm like, how was she already at that class? How are they already studying Skims if it is quite literally the first week of school?
Yeah, I don't know. But I got to say, whatever Skims is doing, they can keep doing it.
Retweet.
I don't know a lot about women's fashion, but it seems like all of these, I feel weird speaking on women's clothing because the whole leather pants thing. So I'm gonna tread it super
You're
lightly here.
scarred for life.
Yeah, I could feel myself like really starting to
Tense up.
tense up.
Mhm.
No, I'm just saying like, keep doing you, Skims. That's about all I want to say.
All right, noted.
I think
noted.
guys notice like, well, they
Skims?
also. But the thing is, and again, I'm gonna get shit for this, but whatever. Every single girl has that exact same black dress, like the Skims black dress thing, like the one with the sleeves. Like, I mean, I've seen it probably a bajillion times.
Or
They have like the body, or they have like the bodysuits or whatever. Which are bodysuits not just bathing suits?
No, because you don't bathe in them, darling.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you just make them so you could go in the water in them too?
Because the material of the bathing suits is just ugh, no. The Skims is like so, it just sucks you up. Just
Ugh.
keep complimenting
Oh,
Skims
God.
so they'll
Move.
send us PR.
Skims, do they make?
Oz loves Skims. He
Does
really,
Kim make?
he's
Does
a
she
size
make Skims,
small.
guys? Does she
Oz
make
is a
Skims?
size small. He loves the dress and all the bodysuits and the crop tops. He's a size small.
Size small is crazy, but yeah, I'll take that. I won't fit in it, but
Just send it to @GG's show and he'll get them.
Skims. If you really want to reach out, you reach out to me. You know where to get me.
Oh, you were gonna say why does Harvard have Kim?
No, I'm saying Harvard. There's so many classes that they can offer. Why are we going to Skims? Like you could do any company, and you're picking Skims as the company. I just don't get it. Like they're a young company.
Why would we pick one of the most modernly successful clothing companies created by a social media personality turned billionaire businesswoman with a social media mogul empire of a family? Why would we study that at Harvard?
Because you could study Mark Cuban, or you could study freaking any
Less
of the
interesting.
sharks, or the Shark Tank. What's interesting?
Kim.
Oh my God. I'm so done. I'm done with the Kardashians. I am. I'm actually sick of them.
You're
And
jealous.
I'm not jealous. And I think people are really going to hate this take. I just don't
No,
know
because
why
you
they're
could
still
like
relevant.
if you sit down, look yourself in the eye. You look yourself in the mirror, you go, if I made a sex tape with Ray J,
Whoa.
I could be
Yes.
Kim Kardashian right now.
Yes.
That's why people are pressed.
Yes. And that's why.
Kim should have legit posted that as a reel with the song "Look at Me Now, Look at Me Now, I'm getting paper." You can't even hate from outside of the club. You can't even get in.
I don't know why we're doing the whole. Like, why is Harvard? I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. This doesn't make sense to me that Harvard would be like, let's do a Kim Kardashian class. That just doesn't make sense to me. They're Harvard.
Because the Kardashians are basically the equivalent of Facebook at this point.
So washed up and only your parents watch it or like interact with it? Thank you. My point. No, point made. Were you really that upset that you weren't there when Kim was there? Would you have gone? Would you have tried to find her?
Well, I know Harvard is completely like you can't even get into Harvard. So like I wouldn't have even seen her. It would have been like a 2-second like wave. And I don't want to meet her in that manner. Like I want to meet her
on your own
when
terms.
I have something to talk about her with, other than being like, "I love you, Kimmy."
Yeah, have you ever done that? Have you seen a celebrity out and you like yelled out their name? I did it one time.
Who?
Cody Ko. But I've seen him like I saw him like 4 times.
Honest to God, like you could be Cody Ko's brother.
That's really sweet. I needed that. No, he's so, I mean, I've watched him for so long, but I saw him at this concert in Los Angeles and he was walking by and I was like, Cody. And like every other kid was saying the same shit. And you could tell he was just like, I don't like this. Like, this is so fucking annoying.
Yeah, that's
and
so not him.
And I was like, you know what? I have to do it anyway. Like, I had to do it. Is there anybody that you like have done that to?
I mean, when I was younger, definitely. But I don't think I've done that in like 5 years.
Yeah, like this was probably like 6 months ago.
I had to stop though because of my jobs. I was working with celebrities and professional athletes, and it's like in your contract that you'll act in a professional manner and like not be a fan at all. And I'm thankful that I did those because it like conditioned me to not do that.
No, see, I would sign that thing, and then the second that Cody walked in, I'd be like, Cody, I'd be like, fire me. I don't give a shit. Okay. Well, I'm sorry that you weren't in Boston.
Can't. Like I can't. Like I'd rather just pretend I didn't see them than I've done that before. Like seeing celebrities and just pretend that I didn't see them because I would rather not say anything than say anything.
Yeah, like that's like how you act with me. You act like, like, oh, this kid's not famous. Like, I don't really care about him.
That's a complete opposite. I literally was like, sign my laptop.
Yes. Okay. I'm trying to. Well, that's hot, I guess. I mean, Kim Kardashian. I need her to flame out. Like, I need her to be done.
Why? Kim is single. Why aren't you sliding in? You're talking about
Never
all
mind.
these.
Never mind. I take it back. I take it all back.
Little New York City girl trouble. Kim Kardashian is a single bachelorette. Get after it. Make some use of your time.
I take it back, Kim. I'm sorry. I'm having a tough night. I'm sorry. Come home. Come home, Kim. Jack Harlow's gonna bang.
Miss you.
Jack Harlow's gonna hook up with Kim next. That's just a fact. That's actually
he's dating Dua.
Yeah, maybe. And I haven't seen anything about that. He would be like a little bit more. They would be a little bit more seen if it was really happening.
I don't know. I think he's just like conquered on to the next.
We should take bets on who it's gonna be next. I think it's gonna be that kid that was in Naked Brothers band. Nat Wolf, or the other one. He was in Fault in Our Stars.
I'm gonna go crazy. Elon Musk. Seems like the obvious choice.
I don't want to see a world where Kim and Elon are together. I don't really want to see it.
They could quite literally buy the world.
How rich is she? Like, everyone was saying Kylie was like
a billionaire.
But people said Kylie was, and then like the numbers were fake.
What do you mean the numbers were fake?
Apparently, like that cover, that whatever she was on was like the youngest billionaire ever, or whatever it was.
It was Forbes.
Yeah, apparently like the
Baby
numbers.
mama cover Forbes got these other bitches shook.
Hey,
No,
I
they're
heard.
both billionaires. I think Kim is richer than Kylie now with Skims. I think Skims
Well,
threw it
I'm
over
a
the
fan
edge.
of Skims. I guess now I'm a fan of Kim. But again, I just come on. Why do I have
No,
to
you
always
can't.
hear
You
about these
can't be.
people?
You can't be a fan if you want to have a chance with her. So
I hate Skims.
yeah, do that. Do that.
Yes. No, I'm kidding. I can't.
Not
I
me.
can't say
I
that.
love them, Kimmy. You're doing great, sweetie.
What the fuck?
All right.
All right.
Ready? Close your eyes. Close your eyes, Oz. We're moving
Okay.
into For the Girls. Close your eyes.
All right. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
I want you to picture this. And don't say it, just think. Think of something.
Wait, no. Guess what I'm
That-
thinking. No, guess what I'm thinking about right now.
Le burger.
Now you know Uncrustables. Yeah. I don't know
wasn't gonna
why.
Get those.
That's. Oh man, those are so good. Okay, sorry. Start over. My bad.
Think of something that makes you happy and someone you like gives them to you and it's unexpected and it can be expected, but it makes you happier when it's unexpected and it makes you feel appreciated and it makes you feel happy and special. What is that thing?
You want to know what it actually is?
Yes.
I think it's spicy tuna roll.
Spicy tuna.
I'm so hungry right now, Kat. No, sorry. I'll answer it seriously. Okay, I'll answer it seriously. So I'm keeping my eyes closed. So it's someone who
someone gives it to you, like someone
and
you
I like it and it's good.
It makes you so happy every time you get it. Doesn't matter if you get it more than once. It makes you feel special.
Every time
warm
every time
and
that
tingly inside.
Okay, so what I would like for them to give me is I'm just thinking of inappropriate stuff. Like, oh, what I could get that would make me really happy. I'm keeping my eyes closed.
The point of this was to find out what the equivalent of guys getting girls flowers would be that girls can give guys.
Well, I just said like a spicy tuna roll, or I made a sexual innuendo. Like I don't like I.
So maybe both,
Yeah, that's not a bad day.
but not one after the other.
Hell no. No, seriously, like what I always say, like when I had a girlfriend or like to my like mom when it's like my birthday, I just say like, just get me like a hood, like a cool hoodie or like a hat or something. Cause that's about my entire wardrobe. And so, the more that I have of that, the less I have to go do my laundry. So I don't know. I don't think there's a lot that you can like get guys. Like I think maybe an experience.
I think you could open your eyes now.
No, it's better closed.
Okay.
It's safe here. No, I really want to get something good. I'll go with this. I think a sports game. I knew you're gonna hate that. I opened up my eyes for it. Fuck, it's bright. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm also not really in a place where like I really want something like I don't need like a physical object. Like for Valentine's Day, I'm already starting to like geek out about Valentine's Day.
Why?
Because I just I'm never good at it, and I'm probably
Do you have a Valentine? You just forgot to tell me about?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like even on my own, I'm just like
Valentine's Day's on like a Tuesday this year. It doesn't even matter. I'm not even having a Valentine's Day this year.
Okay, all right. Well, we covered that. Get to your point then, because I ruined this bit for you.
My whole point was, what is the equivalent of getting a guy flowers? That's it. That's it. It was just, I tried to describe the feeling of what it feels like to get flowers and see what you organically said without that. Some guys say golf balls.
Depends on which ones. If you get me like shitty Wilson balls, I'm gonna be pissed. Like I'm gonna use them to roll out my feet. Do you ever do that? No, never mind. I don't know. I mean, I think it's just, actually I was doing like the love language thing, and mine is time spent or whatever it is.
I knew that!
And
I
I
said
think
that to
mine
you.
would just
I
be.
called that.
So I think mine is just time spent.
Okay.
God, I am actually such a bad representative for guys. I should not be in this position.
Probably not.
No, I
Because
shouldn't.
most guys are like, with their girlfriends, are like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, they're like, yo, okay. I bet you a lot of guys would be like, oh, what I would like my girlfriend to get me is some space. I would like some space for Valentine's Day. I don't
He's
know.
like, huh, nice.
Oh, wait, no. If I would like the equivalent of getting flowers is if your girl says, we're going to go out tonight and I'm going to pay for all the drinks.
Oh, that's a good
it.
idea.
That's it. That's my equivalent. If I can go out and it's completely free the whole night, that is the best.
Well, that
night
sounds like
ever.
it's a really big bouquet of flowers, but okay.
No, I mean, what are flowers, like $75-$80?
Yeah. Yes, boys, that's what you should be spending on flowers.
No. My freshman year, my friend had a long distance girlfriend and he got her roses, and it was like $80. And we were like, that can't be real, right? He was like,
I mean,
do it.
you can get a bouquet of flowers for literally like $8.99.
Is that for real?
Let's tell all the boys listening, you should be spending a minimum of $80 on all of your flowers. Yes.
I don't think I've ever really bought flowers for a girl.
Well, you have my address. Okay.
I'm not sending you flowers, Kat. What do you think is like do you think Valentine's Day is the sit down dinner date kind of is that because nobody really loves like a dinner date? Actually, I don't know.
I think the most alpha way to take on Valentine's Day is going out to dinner either the day before, the day after, or like the Friday after, not on actual Valentine's Day. And on actual Valentine's Day, just like doing dinner in together, order in together. Because it's like when you go out on Valentine's Day, you just know that every single person there is a couple. And it's like most couples, you're together all the time. So then when you go out to dinner, you're not even having like a very chatty dinner because you're just out of things to talk about. So it's literally like you sitting there, like checking out all the other couples, you're people watching. You're like, you think this is like they've been together for a few years. You think it's their first Valentine's Day. Like you think they got each other gifts. Like you're just people watching the whole Valentine's Day. And it's either you're people watching couples or it's like girl groups out. And that's everyone. There's no normal people just out to eat. Like, oh, I forgot it was Valentine's Day.
Should I go out on Valentine's Day and eat alone? like should I get reservations for like a nice restaurant in New York City and go and eat alone?
You should go somewhere that's like common for like groups of girls to go.
No, like I want to go to like the most
bar alone.
Yeah, and just get like absolutely blasted.
Yeah.
I don't know. Valentine's Day, I just have never been good at. Like with all of my prior relationships, Valentine's Day would roll around and I would do like I always thought it'd be. I just think it's funny to go like super cliche. So I get like the big thing of chocolates. Be like, here, happy Valentine's Day.
I did learn from Valentine's Day that the smart thing to do if you're going out to a dinner date is to always say it's 3 people all the time at every restaurant. Because when it's 2 people, they put you at those 2-person tables that's right next to everybody else. And you're legit like when you get up to pee, like your ass hits their plate on their table if you got a dump truck like me.
That happens to me.
I always say there's going to be 3 of us so that they put us at like a 4-person table. And then I'm like, oh, sorry, the 3rd person just canceled. It's just going to be us 2. Because I hate those tiny 2-person tables.
I hate those too, and especially in New York City, like you're basically eating dinner with other people. But
yeah, but it's like awkward to not make conversation with the people next to you because they're listening to every single thing that you say, and that is quite possibly like the exact polar opposite point of Valentine's Day.
It would be a funny idea to go to a restaurant like that, you and I, and just like say incredibly weird stuff. And get it for the podcast.
Oh my God, I'll come to New York before Valentine's Day. We'll do that.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Perfect.
Are you excited for Valentine's Day?
No, I'm literally spending it alone. Like we'll probably be recording a podcast on Valentine's Day.
It's like New Year's Eve. I always hate New Year's Eve, like we talked about. But I would like I had a good New Year's Eve this year. Well, sort of. Yeah, I did. It was fun. I would like to have a fun Valentine's Day this year. I want to sort of this year
it's a Tuesday.
rewrite the script. Yeah, but who cares? It's a Tuesday. Oh my God. So I got to lock something down in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, me. We're
This
going
isn't,
out together because I have no plans.
this is so, yeah, I'm going to
Long
be,
distance, baby.
yeah, well, I'm going to be single this year for it. So thanks.
You know, everybody thinks the grass is always greener being in a relationship versus not. Like, nobody talks about the mind fuckery a long distance relationship is. Like, I'm up this week because I'm about to go see my boyfriend for the first time in a while. The next time I talk to you, I'm going to be depressed as fuck. Like, it is not natural. The, like, physical experience of being completely alone in a long distance relationship. You're alone for a while, and then you go to being with that person that you've been with for a long time, and it's like boom, you like you're in a relationship again, and then you go home and you're completely physically alone again. Like that cannot be like psychologically good for you.
No.
It's pretty much like aside from like mentally like texting and like FaceTiming, you're like physically alone and then in a committed relationship and then just alone again.
Yeah.
And it's the most drastic things. Like every single time I come back from seeing my boyfriend, I actually give myself 24 hours to just be sad because it like is mentally so hard. And I've probably done this like 40 times now and it still sucks just as much every single time.
I'm at the point now where, and this is like not even like a long distance thing, but I wonder if you do with the long distance. When I have a really fun plan that I'm looking forward to, like, let's just take this weekend, for example. Like, oh, I'm really looking forward to this weekend. Or like, I meant like last weekend, like this past weekend.
I'm like, do you have another birthday party?
Well, I went to a birthday party this weekend. We'll get into it. Like, I'm at the point now where time is moving so quickly that hours before before whatever I'm looking forward to starts, or like the days leading up, I'm like, this is the fun part because once it hits, it's over basically.
100%.
Like right now, you're in the fun part before you go. Like this is the best
fun part, but I've just like the fuckery of it has hit me so many times that I'm like the second I get there, it's 4 days, then it's 3 days, then it's 2 days, then the long distance timer just flips over, the hourglass flips over again, and we start from scratch.
Do you
I feel like I don't.
How many times have
like,
you cried? How many times have you cried on the plane?
There's been one time that I haven't.
That you haven't.
One time that I haven't, and
Jesus
it was because
Christ, Kat.
my flight was at 5:30 a.m. and I think I was just too tired to cry. Every other time, security line, I'm sobbing, and it's like the last time I left, it was only 3 weeks, and I still cry. It's awful. And I think the worst part too is like I thought a year ago like we weren't gonna like I thought like we finished long distance, and then it's like we're gonna double the time again, and then it's like you blink. And all of a sudden, what was 1 year of long distance turned into 2 years. And now it's going to be like, half of our relationship is going to have been long distance, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's brutal. I mean, again, I've done long distance. I have a friend who's done long distance for like 5 years, and they have like the most healthy relationship. I think if you can get it down and master it like pretty quickly, you can do it. Mm-hmm. It also shows that both people actually really want to be in the relationship, because if one person starts to waver, it's done. So,
and I feel like it would be easier to break up than like a couple that's physically together all the time, because it's like you feel like you break up every single time you start doing long distance again, because you have to get used to doing your days alone every single day, and then you do like the FaceTime call at night. So it's like it would be pretty easy to like break it off if you wanted to. And that's kind of what pisses me off about people that are like, oh, it was the right person, wrong time. It's like, no, you just didn't want to be together, because if you did, like, you would have made it work.
Well, I think like when it comes to long distance, sometimes it's actually like I don't really believe that, because like I think okay, that's kind of fair. Fuck, that's fair. Like
because it's just like, oh, you didn't want to do long distance because it sucks. Well, there are a lot of couples that do long distance even though it sucks.
Yeah, but those people are also like very gifted communicators, and like I'm sure you and your boyfriend have figured out exactly how to, like, I'm sure your personalities line up in a way where the long distance works, because it's like, okay, we're gonna FaceTime like, X amount of times, like we're gonna FaceTime at this time, where some people are like I hate FaceTime, like I don't like it. Like, I mean, I like phone calls, but I was never. Like, I did long distance for like a year, basically. And like you just can't really. Some people just can't get their groove, and there was nothing wrong between like me and the girl. It was just like I was bad at long distance. I think some people are just like that.
Yeah, but it's like, is anybody good at it?
I think some people can get really good at it. Like, I mean, if you're really independent like you are, like you're gonna be fine when we
That
can go
is a
back.
huge factor, and I will
Yeah.
say the times that it's been like fine and the times that it's been not fine, like the one factor is I've had stuff to do and I haven't had stuff to do. Like the only times it's been like bad is literally like when I finished college and didn't have anything to do for months and I was just sitting around waiting all the time, like for him to be free, for him to get out of practice, to call me, to text me, to be like, oh, when can I come visit next? That like ruins relationships. You
Yeah.
both have to be so independently busy on your own schedules, especially in long distance. If you don't have your own life, you're going to be so fucking miserable. And that's me like speaking from experience.
But I also think, and this is something that I preach aggressively, I think that that's also something that people that live close to each other also need to get better at. I think that relationships our age, you get into the relationship and you just morph into each other and it becomes so codependent.
Yeah.
And then like, I mean, if you, and again, I don't want to get like super preachy, but it's like, even like the stuff that we watch and the music that we listen to, like breeds codependence. And so it's like such a part of like dating culture. When it really shouldn't be. Like the best relationships are the two people that have their own lives and then come together and they don't compromise on like what they do on their own, but they come together and are like a team. Like they're not just becoming like pieces of, like they're not becoming each other.
No, you need your own life and your own friends, because also there comes the time where, like, if you don't have your own group apart from that person, you're never going to want to break up even if you're unhappy with them, because you don't just lose them, like you lose everybody that's in your life. Like people that they're dating and they have the exact same friend group and everyone in their friend group is dating, like if you guys break up, you lose everyone. So you need your own people.
That's why I think after college, relationships are, and I think like at least my experience in New York City, you have all of these friends that have other friends that then you go and meet their other friends. And so there's all these friend groups that will like hang out every once in a while where you can meet people, but you aren't like, you're not dead set in that one group.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that it's actually way easier to date once you get out of school. And I think people say, I think for a lot of people, like it's harder to meet people once you get out of college. And I kind of understand that. But if you're putting yourself out there and you're, you know, like actively, you know, going and trying to meet people, which is a really hard thing, but if you can get comfortable with it, I think it's like the relationships and what I have seen just like feel healthier and like way less, I don't know, like you're not like ruining a friend group like you would be in college if you dated someone, because like everybody knows everybody, where when you're in the real world it's very different.
And even when I moved back home from New York and I moved back to Boston, all my friends in Boston were gone and like I had no friends, and I was like, I don't even know how to make friends anymore. Like I literally don't know how to make new friends. All my friends are gone. And I was out to dinner and complimented my waitress, and I was like, you are so pretty. We got each other's numbers, hung out the next weekend. Like now we're actually wicked good friends. And it was literally just because I was like, you're so pretty. And that's it. And now I have my own friends, and that's like I have a whole new friend group just because of that I've hung out with so many times in the last 2 months.
Yeah. To go back to the long distance thing though, it is incredibly hard. I think that you have to be like the right person to do it. But I also agree, like anybody could do it if they really wanted to. But the issue is, do you really want to do it? So have fun in Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. It'll be fun.
I know. I can't wait for the day that like people are chirping me and I'm just going to be like, you guys don't know the bullshit I went through. Yeah. Going up from the Bahamas to Columbus, Ohio. I'm literally the TikTok sound that's like, every day I wake up in fucking Ohio. That's me. The things we do for love.
Have you been saying online that you're going to Columbus? Because some girl wrote on my live, like, are you going to Columbus with Kat?
No.
And I was like, no, I'm not. It's like,
People
what the
probably
fuck?
just know, like, when it's like a hockey off weekend, I'm there every single
Yeah,
time.
they know
Jake's
the
like, if we have a
schedule.
game, you can't come, but if we don't, come on.
Fair enough.
That's so funny. They just know the schedule.
Yeah, I guess people are really tapped in with you.
I just like stopped like thinking that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I just don't like look at it anymore because I'm just like you think you get closer and then you get hit by the train and you're like 100 yards back. So I'm just like it is what it is. We go day by day, baby.
We took a real sad, weird turn here.
Yeah. Well, you were having a little vulnerable moment in the beginning, so I feel like I matched.
No,
it
no,
well.
that's fair. That's fair.
So basically, if I'm crying next week, y'all know why.
All right. What else do you have for the girls? What's next?
So, on the end of the relationship side, situationship, hookup or something, I've noticed a pattern. And that is when something doesn't work out with a girl, the guy's go-to is to say she's crazy. If they were in a relationship and broke up, if they just hooked up a couple times and then didn't hang out again, boys love to drop the she's crazy card when he just couldn't keep her and he wanted to.
Sounds like she's crazy. I'm kidding.
A fact.
I actually
anytime if a girl dumps him, if she doesn't want to hang out with him again, she's moved on, doesn't say hi, like he's like, oh, she's fucking crazy. That's legit. The dictionary translation should be she's crazy equals she rejected me.
Okay, that's not always the case, and I don't know if
it is.
I don't know if I can even really touch this one because I mean, I can't disagree. I mean, it's like, yes, I feel like that is sort of a thing, but also at the same time, like sometimes, it could the situation.
Of course, sometimes there is a chance that she might be crazy, but I'm just saying, almost every single time a guy has gotten rejected by a girl or dumped by a girl, he just says she's crazy. I've never heard a different oh yeah, she rejected me.
That's me. I like all my friends, like, girl rejects me. Yeah, she's nuts.
Yeah,
she's crazy. No, I'm kidding.
It is. Own up to it.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm not even gonna disagree with that one. Yes, like
I've literally never once heard a guy be like, "Oh, she dumped me. Oh, yeah, she didn't text me back. She didn't snap me back. She's hooking up with a different guy. She's crazy."
Well, it's always that, or they find a way to slip it in. It's like, oh, yeah, like she said she couldn't go out this weekend, like blah 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 blah, like she's nuts or something like that. And you're just like,
yeah.
like,
and because they don't want their friends to like make a move on her, probably.
Kind of like box them out. Yeah, I kind of like that actually.
I
might be using that.
because he doesn't want to be like, oh yeah, I still like her. I wish we were still hooking up, or I wish we were still together. So he's just gonna say she's crazy so that no one else will touch her.
But also, girls say the same thing.
The code.
Girls will do the same thing with guys where they'll be like, yeah, like
they don't say he's crazy. He'll be like, he's a dick.
Yeah, but like that's not always true.
But
it's usually true. It's usually true.
It's usually true.
Yeah, I can't.
If you have one, you are one. Next.
You know what? Hey, guess what? This for the girls really put me in a corner. Because it was pretty spot on. All right, look, can I talk?
That's usually the goal.
Bam. Can I talk to the boys for a second?
Girls, yes.
Oh,
go ahead. Address your gentlemen.
Boys.
Cat's crazy.
Cat's crazy. Cat's nuts, and yeah, and so is every single girl that doesn't like me. They're all crazy. I'm not talking about anything particular in the situation, and I feel like people that know me are gonna like think that I'm talking about something specific. I am. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just clip that. No, I'm saying this isn't always the case because it hasn't been the case for every one of like my relationships and or just like situations in my life. But why does it feel like a recurring theme amongst all guys where either within a relationship or within some sort of, hanging out with a girl that like the girl's best friend hates the guy, like they didn't even give the guy a chance. They just hate him. Why is that a thing? Why does the best friend of the girl that you're into hate you.
Because the best friend always knows the worst about you. And I can speak from being the best friend one time. Girls, we're very forgiving. And
That's just
sometimes
not
girls will
true.
take back men who don't deserve second chances or third or fourth or fifth or sixth or seventh or eighth.
Yeah.
And as the best friend, it's your job to remind the guy that he's not good enough for your best friend.
But it's not the second or third time. It's the first. Or it's like one. Nah, not really. Usually the guy does something. Okay, that's fair.
There's two sides. I would say there's two sides of it, and there's two types of best friends. There's the protective best friends that genuinely want the best for their friend, and like if the guy has wronged them, they're gonna keep that in mind. And anytime he like hiccups, the best friend's gonna remind the girl like he did something worse to you before. Let's not forget about that. Like this is strike 2, not
Yeah.
strike 1.
Yeah.
That's like their actual job as a good best friend. Then there's the other best friend that becomes jealous that she is spending more time with somebody else other than them.
Yeah.
And it becomes an insecurity thing. I think it's like a divide. I think those are like the two attitudes you get.
Yeah. I think for me, my biggest goal with whatever woman is next in my life is I really want to be best friends with her best friend. I think that makes the relationship so much better, right?
100%.
Like I think you have to like really like if you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. Like I got to get with her friend.
Yeah.
What
I
a
gotta
poorly written
hook
line.
up-
That's like you got to hook up with my friend.
No, it's you gotta get with my friend.
I know, but get with. It's like you got to hook up. Is that what they were saying? Like if I like a girl, do I have to go
No, she
hook up?
said make it last forever because friendship never ends. She's
Ends.
literally saying for me to date you, my friends have to
So
like
what
you.
can I do to really win over the friends? Like, I mean, besides treat the girl really well, which is already in the plan. Like for the next woman in my life. Again, this is all hypothetical, people.
I think it's very natural for all the friends to like be a little standoffish at first to just kind of
Yeah.
make you like worship the ground she walks on. But if you're just a good person and a fun person, they're gonna like you. Like if you're just yourself, they're going to like you. It's just
No.
the friends' jobs is literally to keep tabs on like everything that you do wrong.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. So just be nice and fun.
Yeah. Just be you.
And hook up with her friends.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
All 5. And then
That's what they were singing in that song. Who says I gotta get with you? You gotta get with my friends.
It was the Spice Girls.
The Spice Girls saying that you gotta get with my friends sounds like they're saying you need to hook up with my friends. That's such a bad line.
Most boys do that, so they were probably right.
Okay, fine. I mean, I was thinking about that, and I'll tell this story very vaguely. I was on the phone with my friend this weekend, and he went out and met this girl that he's been hanging out with a couple times, and he sits down at the table because he goes and meets the girl with all of her friends. He sits down at the table. They're all like, joking around. Seems like they're having a good time. The girl that he's been hanging out with gets up, goes to the bathroom. Girl looks him right in the eyes. I don't like you.
The friend?
Yeah, I don't like you. He was like, what? He's like, yeah, I don't like you. Like, I don't like how you act or something. Like, again, I'm going to keep it very vague, but basically said to him, like, I don't like you, right to his face. And he was like, I don't really care. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, again, like, what the hell? And then, like, the girl came back, and I guess, like, they acted normal. Like, what?
I mean,
what?
I would only say that to a guy if, like, he cheated on his girlfriend or something like that.
Which is not the case. Which is not the case in this situation.
That
like
is just...
Say she's
that's
crazy.
Wild.
Say she's crazy. Say she's fucking crazy.
She's crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy. Yes.
They're supposed to have high expectations, but that should have been like what are your intentions? What are you looking for? Like those would have been more appropriate comments in the setting.
Do you think it's a cool thing to say to a girl that you're hanging out with? You say like, hey, like, you want to grab dinner with your friend? Or is that weird?
I think that's weird.
I just mean like to bring her in on it. Like like, oh, I'm showing you that.
I think the friend integration usually happens at like a post game. Like if you were to go to her apartment and like hang out with them, like that's more where the friend integration can happen.
I don't know.
I don't think you should go out to dinner with her and her friend.
Maybe just go out to dinner with a friend.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Then they'll really like you.
Just tear them apart. just break their relationship. I'm kidding. Okay, fine. Again, the friend integration is a really tricky thing. Like, do any of your friends not like your boyfriend? Say that on the podcast. Yes.
No, but this goes into what we talked about last time, which is basically, like one of my girlfriends would never tell me if she didn't like my boyfriend.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like,
which is actually what I thought of though when that girl got up and then like her friend said to my friend.
Right, like it's like, did your friend ask?
She didn't say it in front of the girl. She said it behind the girl's back to the guy.
But did he say like to the girl that he likes, like, hey, your friend said she hates me?
No, I don't think he brought it up. I don't know.
Well, maybe that's for if they hang out a seventh time or however many it was.
I don't know.
Imagine just dropping that bomb.
Your friend hates me, by the way.
Being pissed at the friend.
Yeah, I don't know.
Your friend said she hated me.
I don't know.
But that's really important to me, and I think if all of your friends hate a guy, like you gotta reflect and be like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be with him.
Okay.
Always.
And then this is just a question for you.
Oh. Question for the girl.
After someone is in a relationship for like longer than a year, how long do you think that they should wait before they start looking again? And this is not me asking. This is a hypothetical. This whole episode is just me being so weird. This is good. I like it. Answer the question, Kat.
Looking in what way? I don't think anybody should immediately start dating again. I think you need to
but like okay, fine.
You need to grieve and recover and hook up with his best friend the day after. No, I'm kidding.
Christ.
Oh my god, no, I'm kidding. But
yeah, you got to get with his friends, Spice Girls.
I would say like a month.
That's it? Before you start dating again? So you date someone for, let's say, a year. And then you start dating another person a month later?
Well, I mean, the point of you breaking up is not to get back together, so you're not going to act as if you're going to get back together.
No, you don't. You take the time off to, like, learn how to be alone again.
I know, but then it's also, like, a coping mechanism is starting to talk to new people.
No, but talking to new people and then actually considering dating people is a very different thing.
Yeah, but I think they kind of happen, like, one and the same. You need to, like, be okay with being alone and really, like, lean onto your friends and, like, start, like, hanging out with your friends, like, and all the time you were with the person you were in a relationship with. But it's part of, like, getting over a breakup is just, like, talking to people. Like, the way that you interact with people, even when you're out, is different. Like, I wouldn't spend 30 minutes of my night talking to a guy right now. But it's like, if I were to get out of a relationship, then like maybe I would, even if it wasn't in a relationship way at all. It's just like the way that you act is different.
Yeah, that's fair. I get that. I think I've decided that it's 2/3 the relationship. So like if you're in a relationship for a year.
That's so dumb.
Why?
So you want me to, if I got broken up with tomorrow, I have to wait 2 years?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I just said. No,
Look
that's
me in the eyes and say that like.
Fine, I'll say like 8 months. I think like 8 months is like a good timetable where like you're by yourself, like you're still like hanging out.
To be in a new relationship, yes.
Yes, like not like
if
date
it's like,
somebody.
If it's under a month, they were cheating on you.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Anyways, if you break up, get over your ex. Move on. It's over. You're not getting back together. You don't want to get back together because if he broke up with you, he was doing some fishy things that you will not recover from. So get over it, sister.
Get back with your ex. And send them that happy birthday text. Happy birthday your way right in there. I'm just kidding. I'm fine.
Maybe just ask them out on Valentine's
I gotta
Day.
stop
It's coming
doing
up.
this bit about like my exes. Like that's like we have at least 3 clips where I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna text my ex, or like oh like I miss my ex. I gotta
I'm so glad I'm just beyond that point. Like,
Well, I'm joking. This is a joke. I wonder if they see these.
I actually clip them and send them to every girl you've dated.
That's good. That's really good.
Moving on from our problems to Oz. He said, she said. The part of our show where we basically fight about 2 different things. No, we take submissions from you guys, from the girls, from the guys, about the girls, about the guys, and help you solve your problems. Questions, comments, concerns. DM us, he said, she said. Number 1. This guy I dated tried to bribe me with money to stay with him. Valid.
How much money?
That's what I'm saying. Like, have you ever seen a billionaire and his wife? There's a reason she's 1,000 times hotter than
It
him.
seems like we're on the same page. I hope you stayed with the guy.
I hope you stay with him for a couple of bags or something.
No, like I hope you're still with him. Like if you're getting paid to just hang out with this guy, I'm kidding. Let's be
How
serious for a
ugly.
second. How much was he paying you? I got to know the numbers. I'm gonna say, hey, sweetheart, that is a bad move. Get away from this guy. What a weird move. The guy's got to be real desperate to be like, he knows she doesn't want to be with him.
But it
And he's like,
probably
"I'll
was
pay
it was probably in a more like nonchalant way that was just like, I'll bring you to this game. I'll buying you gifts all the time. Like, that is a form of buying a relationship. If you're overly spending money on somebody. If he just asks for your Venmo and sends you weekly allowances, you can find that on Seeking Arrangements, honey. Move on.
What's that?
Sugar Daddy website.
Yeah, classic. Next. Sorry, sweetheart, that you're getting bribed.
Next. Last night I was with my boyfriend and he was showing me a picture on his phone. He accidentally tapped the share button at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, God.
The screen like suggests who you send contacts
Yeah,
to.
yes. It's like who you text the most.
One of the names that popped up was a girl that he had a past history with.
It seems like we know where this is about to go. He's going to say, oh, I don't know what that's about. Like, I can just
Yeah.
guess the rest of the story. Hey, sweetheart, get out of there.
Why
I
would
don't
her
know.
name be popped up? They were talking.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's talking to this girl. Like, if her name's above yours in the share thing, he's dating her. You're not dating him. Like,
It's always your most recent conversations.
It's always
Always.
it's or they know like who you send stuff to the most. Like it's like on Instagram when like you go to DM, they have like it's all the people that you interact with the most. You're
You know it's like not even just texting anymore. Like it'll be like snapping. Like if you're Snapchatting
No,
stuff
I
with
get
someone,
that too. Like
it
it'll say
pops up.
I'm like, get out of here. Get out of here.
But it's who you were just talking to.
That's a really unfortunate one, but I think the writing's on the wall and you know what it is. Like she knows what it is. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
she's literally like this. You just need to.
in the words of Drake, like you know where the ship out to go. Like it's over. It's done. That sucks.
Open your eyes. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's talking to her without a doubt.
Well, I mean, no, it's
weird.
not even that. Like, there's more going on there than just talking. Like, and I'm
Yeah.
usually not cynical, but like, obviously, he's talking to her. She's in the recents. That's how the phone works. Like,
I wonder if you deleted your texts if they would still show up. Probably.
Oh yeah, 100%. Apple loves that. They love to just make your life, hard
Apple loves to
detach
just
it.
out you.
Yes.
Apple loves loyal relationships.
That sucks. That's just such a tough situation for the guy. I'm just kidding.
You're canceled.
I'm kidding.
Well, that's it. Hopefully you hate the world less next week.
It's not that I hate the world. I'm stressed out.
You hate women.
I don't hate women. Don't say that. That's such a bad. Oh God, I don't hate women.
Oz is a woman
They
hater.
scare me. Women intimidate me, and they got me right where they want me. Is what I'm saying. Like, it's just true. It's true. Are we in? Are we? If we're going
You see
into
this? It was wrapped around your finger.
if we're going to the outro, I'm taking the microphone and putting it in my hand because I did it last time. I think it's a nice way for me to outro.
I think that's all I have.
That's all I have for this week. I need to get my life together.
Check in next week for Oz's villain origin story.
No, I'm going the other way.
Okay.
You're not rooting for me. What the fuck?
I'm really rooting for you. But sometimes you gotta go down to get up. Anyways,
she's broke. I'm up.
I'm gonna be the depressed one next week, so you better have your shit together by then.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We love you so much. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, rate us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and that way we can buy Oz a new camera so the footage is better. Okay. We love you guys. Bye.